My name's Drew Dougall. I teach HND Marketing in the Enterprise and Commerce Department of Edinburgh College. This week, to help raise awareness of sustainability, I took my class out onto the streets. The idea was that we would switch off our home computers at the wall and that we would save hopefully around 20 hours of energy just within this one class. I asked the class to take their mobiles out if they could, and we went out to the streets and I did a bit of teaching on promotion and marketing out in the streets of where I live, and they walked around the streets of where they lived and took photographs of a variety of different marketing and promotional material. During the class, while they were doing that, they were also uploading what they could find, the photographs that they took, to a Padlet, and each member of the class joined in on that and were able to comment on the different styles of promotion. It was a great opportunity to not only do something different in the class and taking them outside, but to be part of raising awareness of the climate change crisis.
Today we've been exploring different ideas of how to capture the environment through music, through composition. So over the last couple of weeks we've been taking trips outside and listening to our environment, which is an urban environment, and capturing how to think about the sound of that and the relevance of that in terms of nature, so the relationship between nature and environment. We have a great responsibility, each and every one of us, to think about how we can explore some of these themes that are prominent and important for our future, things like the climate, nature, environment. So therefore we like to tell, with much of our music, tell story through that. And of course, by doing so, we can connect with a wider audience. So we're going to be looking at some of those themes today, looking at past music as well, so the things which were relevant then, and discovering perhaps how even today they're as relevant as they were then, and perhaps even more. And so we're trying to explore how we use sound to create that story about that message, so that then we can share that with our audience as well. And I think about music also from a not just from a sustainability aspect, but also sustenance, our well-being and our health. So thinking about when we listen to music, just taking that time to sit down and pause and reflect sometimes too.
I feel like this project has really forced us as a class to think about music's role when it comes to climate change and evoking nature and the kind of environments around us, like our urban environments and the impact that has on nature around us. A lot of music historically has been tied to nature from the kind of common practice era music of Baroque composers like Vivaldi to the late Romantics such as Vaughan Williams, to even being evoked by music in film and television, such as the music in Planet Earth by George Fenton. As a class, we've been thinking about nature by going outside into our kind of local environment, our urban environment, and listening to things like the wind kind of brushing against the trees, or the kind of industrial noise landscape in our kind of background, and kind of trying to think about how we can bring musical instruments and their kind of timbres to evoke all these kind of forces of nature itself.
My name's Eleanor Sims, and I'm a lecturer with Access and Continuing Education, and this morning I've been teaching the Upcycling and Environmental Art class at Milton Road. This is a class that's part of the Entry to Learning Vocational Roots course. So it's a level 3 course for students who have additional support needs. What they've been doing particularly to try to raise awareness leading up to COP26 is they have a butterflies project, and this is displayed here in the reception area, and they have been making butterflies out of plastic milk cartons, decorating them and hanging them up with some information about the issues to do with recycling and waste, and also the issues to do with destruction of habitats for the butterflies and the loss of pollinators and the impact that will have on all our food supplies.
It's great to be at Edinburgh College today, speaking to a number of young groups who are thinking about sustainability, climate change and circular economy and what it means to them. It's really important that we give these young people the skills and education to really empower them to make change today in their lives, but really important that when they move forward and they choose which jobs they want to work for and work with in the future, that they have that ability to make the decisions that we need to really protect the environment and move forward to make net zero a reality.
This is our preparation for service industries class, and we're doing a unit called Assist with an Event. And because we're building up to Eco Week in the college, and with COP26 coming, we wanted to have an event which would reflect a sustainability value. And because a lot of them are going to go into service industries, we thought fashion would be good in fast fashion. So over the past few weeks, we've looked at various aspects of fast fashion. What is it? What are the causes? What are the solutions? And the idea would be that we build up to an event in which they're doing some kind of environmental awareness raising, such as a clothes swap, the sort of thing that AX is doing. So today you can see they're just having a look at pieces of clothing and just seeing where they're from, what they're made of, would they biodegrade, where are they from in terms of land miles, do they think any child labour was involved? And then later on in the lesson we'll sit down and discuss what could we do with all these clothes that no one wants, how could we try and do something sustainable with them.
Stick to charity shops a lot more, because and like giving your clothes to that, I think like it's the way forward. Yeah, totally. I think people should be taught more about it, because like I think everyone's very innocent. They don't know that they're doing something wrong because everyone does it.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. If you said that in class, you hadn't quite realised
the
full impact.
I think people just need to be woken up more to like new things.